admiring public join us. Hello, everybody. What's your language online, Morphy?
You English, so what do you expect?
Absolutely. Looks like your feed is working. My microphone is working this time.
Yeah, it failed last time then.
No, I just left it on mute. I tried to install a widget to give me an alert when it's on mute within OBS.
Effing chat.
But it didn't work very well. I'll see it work. But I know it's on now. I'll check the volume. But eventually I'll forget to check again. Just let this lot run out. Don't ever understood why it's quality. Everybody goes out together. And then runs into the back of each other.
We've only got 17 on us again.
Yeah. We dropped out towards the end, haven't we? Well, in the update today, I understood the Porsche 7, both Porsches got a bit nobbled, and including the GT4 one.
I read there was...
Yeah.
They'd done it on all cars, basically.
Yes.
They'd
You'd rebalanced
BOP'd everyone.
Yeah. So we're wondering what's going to happen to the McLaren next time out. I liked Aris's response to that. Can you do a table, please, of every single car and every single track until...
Yeah. Nope.
Nope. I had to say the same. Jesus. Imagine how big that table would have been. But Ribeiro, I think, could be in trouble. Because he was only... At the end of free practice, I was in 12th and he was in 9th. Oh, that's wrong. So if he have nobbled his Porsche, it could take away second place for him. Because Bird's in...
well,
I can't remember which way around.
I'm expecting a lot of bitching in the actual GT3 league.
Well, it's tough shit, isn't it? It's just like the FIA suddenly doing something mid-season. Which they would do. And look at Aston Martin.
Oh, they did with me, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, look at Aston Martin in Le Mans the other year. They absolutely nobbled them, didn't they? And they came like a lap down everybody.
Yeah, it stunk, that did.
Yeah. So it does happen.
Well, the thing is that they did to Porsche this year, didn't they?
Yes. Yep. So it can occur. That's what you got to live with. I think somebody said it on the Discord forums, didn't they? They said, we'll find out now who's doing it because they like a Porsche, or who's doing it just because it was quick.
Yeah, I read that comment.
Yeah.
Mate, I was so happy when I heard they nerfed it.
I'd noticed, because you just kept posting over and over
Really?
again.
Did you actually notice? I didn't think
notice.
anyone realised how happy I was.
Yeah, we all noticed as well how you'd vanished when we found you a new job.
I was too busy admiring the liveries.
Or the proposed ones.
Yes.
Chief livery designer for Racing Point. Pink and racing green. I can't imagine what it's going to look like. Too fast. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Off track. May as well go around.
Pay attention, stop talking to me.
Weather looks good anyway. Did that guy get sorted out with the wrong car?
I think so, yes. I think he's in tier 1, isn't he?
Alright. I was trying to keep Tom's spirits up by saying, it's raining, but we might have a server reset because somebody's got the wrong car. Zapata's very quick. Q is in the top 3 just now in practice.
Yeah, but you don't know if they're the race pace or the qualifying pace.
He said he was on race fuel, but I'd have said the same if I
Yeah.
was him. I was going to go in chat and say, tell him you had 300 litres of fuel on board and 3 passengers.
That's what Porsche have done, haven't they? Put people in the golf club compartment now, haven't they?
Are you aware of how much you can cut the curves, by the way, in the GT4? It's quite
On where?
on here. It's quite a lot more on the GT3. So this one, you go right across this.
Oh yeah, I'll do that on the GT3.
I wasn't sure you could get away with it on a GT3. This one.
Harder to do because it's being quicker.
Yeah.
You don't have to slide it over it, sort of thing. Where this, you just turn it in and it's there.
Yeah. Right. Focus this time. Just try and get one lap on the board.
Shut up, drive.
Oh, changed down a bit too early then.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
What's Ribeiro doing? Chatting during quali. Grumbling.
I swear half of these don't read the rules.
Seeing red in he. I don't know if it get to him, but he's under some pressure, I guess. Second place in the championship. Sure, this is very quick. So hard to get that chicane right. You either completely overshoot it or you feel your brake too early.
Take it in third. On the exit, I mean.
16. Oh dear, that is slow. We're out of fuel now, I think.
Lapping
4 seconds off, Christ.
Pole will be a 13. The map. Map's clear. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
We're not last.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Okay, so we need 54 litres now for 45 minutes.
There you go, you see. Go with 60. Then we can balance it down if I was getting about 2.7 just before. In free practice. I think it was in Spain in the first GT3 race. All my practice said 95 litres and I got in and my fuel consumption rocketed up in the race. I was short on my last
Last
lap.
time, I nearly ran out of fuel.
Yeah,
I had to turn my engine mode down.
yeah. Spain, I had to stop at the finish line and wait for the leader to come through, or I wasn't going to make another lap. I lost 2 places. It's a shame.
I should have got a podium last week at Zolder if I didn't spin.
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos. I couldn't keep up.
No, that was my fault. I was chasing the new guy down and I kind of pushed my luck on the exit of the chicane. Hairpin, sorry, chicane.
Yeah. I was accused of doing a nins last season at Zolder, at Zandvoort, where he was doing his Austin Powers impression. Because I went straight on the second chicane and ended up with my nose pointing right into the wall. But I didn't want to back out because I go straight into traffic. Right, got 2 more goes.
Go and enter it in second, and as you turn into the left, change up to third.
Okay, I'll try and remember.
I've just noticed you're kind of hesitating when you're in second in case you're spinning on exit, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know I'm not as quick as you, but it's just like little things I pick up from other people.
That was a bit better. Oh dear.
That's 2/10 then.
Yeah. Trying to get that exit out of spoon is very difficult. In these cars, anyway. Oh, come on, it's on the edge. Oh, I went off. Just drifted over the line.
Yeah. Still made up half a second though, in total. So you lost that 2/10 and you made it up to half a second again.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
It's changed down then. That was close. That wasn't a good line, was it? Oh, no, the rear end's gone. Come on, grip. Disaster.
You were nearly a second up.
Yep, but took the wrong line out of spoon. And the rear end slipped. it to be enough to make a difference, will it?
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Session is now over.
Tactics, Morphy, tactics. We'll avoid all the
Jesus
trouble at the back.
Christ.
Yellow
How
flag
bad this
in sector
track
2.
is, we're having to run TC at 3.
Please try to stay on the track.
I just left it while it was unsafe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's the first thing I looked at when I was losing back end
Yeah.
at first. It's like, what TC have I got it on? 0. And then I look down and it's 3. It's like, what?
211
Yeah.
for Fernandez.
Massive bugger.
211. What's Martin's doing? He did message me before going, is it me? Is it us VU tonight? Go Giannetta's the only one behind us. Well, even my best in free practice was only the equivalent of Eugene. I was doing I could barely get a 14.8, so not enough time, I think, to work on a setup.
This is a horrible track, though. Grip-wise, anyway. I suffered in the GT3.
There's Ribeiro, 12th. That Porsche does look nerfed. He's in for a long night. Bird's in 5th.
Oh, shit, I was on it. Mind you, no, because he's won in 6th place.
Martinez, yeah. I don't know what's happened to him then. Maybe this track's not his track. BMWs are heavy-handed tonight. Are they going to take it to the Chevys? I think they're too far behind on the manufacturers. I think the Chevys are miles in front. Oh, shit.
Bollocks.
How bad's that rain?
Light rain, medium rain, light rain.
It's light rain, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, what do you do? Do you go with a wet setup or wet setup with dries or
put the pressure up? Put it to, you think 25
what?
psi. It's 23-degree track temperature. Go with
On
slicks.
what? Wet or dries?
Slicks. Put it to 28.
Yeah,
27.5. They need to go at 27.5. It usually remains level, doesn't it? This is total guesswork. I'll go with 27.5. I'll leave the setup as it is. Won't mess about with it because it'll just be random guessing and then really arse things up. I'll copy the pressures across. They've improved the. Leave it on pads 1. Should be all right. 2. Go pads 2. Play it safe. Don't want them disintegrating, do we?
I'd say go 3.
I used
it's going to be a wet.
I used 2 at Zolder. That was all right. Everybody else did too. I think if we go through, it might be a slight disadvantage. We want to make sure we capitalise on our 5-second gap to the leaders. Go with 2s. Go with 2s.
Cool.
Oh, this is going to be. Oh, what's the hope? Oh, it's Ribeiro's had an incident with Fernandez.
Really? My headset's just fucked up on me.
Really? Jamie?
Yeah, it's like it's stuck in one spot. I can look left and right.
Oh, right.
But if I move forward and back...
You're not getting the right sound effects. I never even thought of that when I was looking at them. Mine's delayed again till November now.
Yeah, so, right, let me just try and sort this headset out.
No problem.
Yeah, this is screwed up. I'm going to have to come out the game.
All right. See, oh, I guess I'll still hear you.
I have to reset my headset as well, so...
All right.
Yeah, I'll be back up. So, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Right. I might have trouble answering if we started because I can't get the mouse out of the game. So it might be silence between us if you can't, if you're not back in a minute. I'm in the game. I can't get the mouse onto Discord to answer if you called me.
Oh, no, right.
Yeah.
If I leave, it'll keep you in the call.
All right. Okay.
So I'll just join back in. Right, I'm back in a minute.
Stay single file. Stay double file.
Not sure if Paul behind was trying to put me off then as I did the formation. Didn't work. Had a quick test of spoon there as I came out the corner. It's very slippy. So be ultra careful. And remember he's gone for wets. It's going to be so tricky. I don't think I've done Suzuka in the wet at all, despite having done 5.5 hours straight on it. Needs to be really, really ultra careful in turn 1, I think.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Now it says wet tyres optimum, we're on slicks. Again, like Zolder, really good performance by the field. Being ultra cautious, I think. No spinners at all yet, which is pretty impressive. Tire pressures have gone quite high. Oh, hands on a big off.
Slow car ahead. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
How we started?
And Andreas had a bit of an off just then, and it's behind us, but everybody's held position. No crash, no spinners at all. Pretty impressive. Oh wow, it's slippy on there.
Car on the left.
Eugene, ambitious then.
Clear on the left.
Engineer says wet to the right tyre.
Oh, Christ.
Audi lived up to its reputation then, just speared Andreas straight off to the left. Pressures are up to 28s. So, motor straight on there. T1. I think Costello nearly went straight on as well. Thank goodness for direct drive, I say.
Yeah, you rich arsehole.
No, I can really catch a slide like that with this. It helps. It's the only thing it is good for you. Don't make me go fast. Impressed actually, everybody's been really super cautious. I wonder if there's not enough of us to make a dry line. A little bit of one forming, isn't there?
I don't think there's going to be enough.
Yeah. That BMW is just ploughing on, isn't it?
You got your wipers on?
Yeah.
Not a mask screen, Jan.
I've seen that before when they were doing a demonstration. There's an app, you know, you got the server app with ACC. There's another app called for Broadcast Studio, and you can change cameras, and it changed to a car on using Broadcast because KTM wants to go through. And when they switched to a car when it was raining, he didn't have his wipers on. So I wonder if it's a bit of a bug.
Christ.
What's Deutsch doing all the way back here? He's at the front. Oh, did he start from the pits? A few said they were going to start from the pits.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
I can't see shit.
You can change to outside view though, can't you? There you go. That's how KTM takes corners. Sideways on. I think if you press the
F1 I know, but
F1, you'll switch to an outside view. Don't know how disorientating that is in VR.
horrible.
There's quite a few cars behind us actually. Must have all started from the pits. No wonder there was no trouble on that one. Came up with a new idea this week, by the way, Morphy, for the GT3 highlights film. For the qualifying.
What?
For the qualifying on the highlights, I used the F7 camera, put it like 15 foot in the air behind the car. So you could have a nice, wonderful vista as it went around the qualifying lap, and I described all the corners. This is just going to be a survival, isn't it? So Batter's behind us now.
Yeah, I can see him.
Well, he did qualify on pole, so... Our time's dropping to a 2:23. Oh, somebody's in the pits now. Oh, Sazu had a stop go.
Well done, mate. Your fastest step so far.
We're all taking that line on T1.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
There's not a lot of grip, Morphy. No sound of it letting up for you either. Can you message Crop now while we're in the race?
Crop's off sick.
Is he? You can message him and
Yes.
just say, I'm in the car in 15 minutes, can you just sort the weather out for us? Hope he gets better soon. It's not the dreaded big C, is it? Everybody I know's getting it.
It's been 10 minutes and there's no damp line coming, so
It's slippy, but it's not that bad. It's definitely light rain, not the medium rain we had at Zolder. Zolder? No one called it Zonda. I looked up Zonda, it means nothing. Literally.
see, that looks heavier than light rain to me.
Yeah, it's not. It's it is just light drizzle. Eugene's really
Car on the
determined to
left.
get past.
Clear on the left.
The tyres are ballooning though. .6.
So what, 28.6?
Yeah, so 1 bar over. But they're bright blue as well.
That's not too bad then at that temperature, I don't think.
No. I don't think it's the end of the world.
I think I'd still knock them down by 5 psi though.
Yeah. Well, the new fantastic tool will help with that.
Huh?
You mean 0.5 psi?
Yeah. When I say 5, I mean
Yes.
0.5.
The new tool will allow you to do all 4 tyres at once. The MFD.
You've been playing with SimHub again?
No, it's an upgrade in the patch. You need to read the patch notes more carefully, Morphy.
So, yeah, but I didn't even see the patch news.
So when you go into the MFD for the pit stops, you know where you used to go to each individual tyre and alter the pressure one by one?
Yeah.
Just above the 4 tyres, there's an extra left-right arrow, and if you go on that, it does all 4 tyres at once, up and down.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So if you go to that first selection tool, and you
Yeah,
go,
but I can't see it while I'm on you.
no, but when you go in, that's where it is. So you know
That's going to help me out no end.
Yes. Oh, I think he's succeeded. I think he's put in a bad line.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Who's next? Oh, it's Andreas.
I think they're on wets, you know.
It's one of them where it's between the two, you know. Wets it'd be hard to manage because they'll be overheating. Oh, Eugene will be sure to tell us after the race what he went for. Too late then, of course. Well, to be fair, that Alpine did just drive away from us, and he's dipping into the wet as well.
He's on wets.
Motor's pitted, maybe he's on
See,
slicks
someone's
like
putting.
us.
Yeah, they're puddles. They are puddles.
He's such a defeatist, Morphy. We can do this on slicks.
Yeah, it's changing to medium rain.
I can see.
Yes. 30 minutes. That's got to be wets.
Changing tyres in the middle of a corner.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I'd suggest Andreas and is on slicks like us.
Can't hear you.
I'd suggest Andreas is on slicks like us. It's too hard for him to get past. He's been off twice.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I'm about to go roof cam so I can see where you're going. What? You coming in now?
Not changing drivers, don't buddy. Fuck.
Hey?
Well, we fucked. We got to stop go as well.
Really?
Yeah. This race is over for us. 2 pit stops and a stop go. Well, we rolled the dice and we made the wrong call.
I said go west, but
Well, was it heavy enough? I don't think. All we're doing, Murphy, is we're setting you up for an historic drive from the back. Are you ready?
well, you haven't selected me, have you?
No, not yet. When we do the change.
Oh yes, I can see the windscreen wipers now. Look.
Yeah. When we do the change, then you'll be in the cab, and that's the time for your historic drive from the back.
We have a stop and go penalty.
Told you. Now, unless the teams that give up now.
Yeah, well, I'll see you after the race on Tuesday. So we've got a stop and go
Yes.
and another pit.
Yes.
Stay in the car.
It's not enough fuel. Got to stop anyway.
Oh, fair.
I'm not denying you your moment of glory, Morphe. I've set it all up for you. You've got to come from like 2 laps down. We need to see qualifying laps all the way through, just like Michael Schumacher. These are overheating straight away.
Do you know if we do next season?
Yeah.
I think I might start.
Well, you know. I offered tonight. I said, did you want to start? Because the sun's going down, you said. And you said no.
Yeah, but I didn't expect this. Whoa, whoa! Where are you going?
Across this grass, yeah, cutting the grass. Rear end really slid out. Pressures are way too high. Oh, this is just the mare trying to sort out. Pulled the pressures down as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Skyrocketing. 30 odds, 32s, nearly 33s. Can go wrong in this race, it's gone wrong. I think our like 15th place in the championship might be under threat, Morphe.
I think that's just gone.
Listen, it could happen to somebody else as well. You don't know something?
What?
We're not last. 16 out of 17 we are. Not last. Wish we could do some about tyres.
And there you go.
Hey.
Come on, go, go.
All we need now is for it to go sunny when you get in the car.
Penalty is now clear.
Now we're last.
Stupid dynamic weather.
Makes it more exciting, usually.
Yellow flag. Be careful there. There's a slow car up ahead.
Rivero is going to quit, I think. He's having a night from hell. don't think Ribeiro's having much fun. I mean, we were right behind you, Eugene. That's a shame. Oh, Jesus Christ. Before you ask, I've got TC up to 5.
Really?
Yeah, it's up to 6 now.
Swap the engine mode.
There isn't one. Maybe you can look it up online, but I don't think they've got any maps, have they? The GT4s.
I thought they had.
I'm not sure what they are. You'd have to look it up and tell me which one to go to. Don't worry, I can go easy on the throttle.
You got TC6.
I have just turned it up.
Oh right.
After it just suddenly gripped and speared me off. So must have been spinning the wheels and then gripped.
I thought 5 was your max.
Oh no, I don't know what max is actually. Varies from car to car in the GT4s. In fact, everything seems to vary. You get all sorts of different options on different cars. Some you can do all the suspension settings, some you can do barely any. Some have got anti-roll bars, some don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well now we're on the right tyres, we can hold pace. You can put it totally wrong pressure.
The Astons are meant to be good in the rain.
They probably are in the hands of somebody who's competent.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Slow car ahead.
Catching motor for position. Here he is. Somebody else has had as hard a time as us. I think we're going to hear reports after the race that the BMW is undrivable in the rain.
It's pitted as well.
Yeah. He's pitted like us. I think he probably went for slicks. Went in.
Yeah, but that means they don't have to pit again.
Not
You don't.
necessarily. It was a bit early. No, I got no fuel. It was a bit early to get that much fuel in.
Oh shit. Jesus Christ. I think they're quitting.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, it's parked it.
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that's a shame. Oop, don't go in there.
Jesus Christ, that was close.
Tell you, Morphy, it's a bit tricky, this car.
Oh my God.
Well done, mate. Russell the best.
Ye of little faith. Hope you're ready, Morphy. It's a handful.
I'm gonna die, I know it.
I've not actually crashed or spun, famous last words, once yet. a while yet, haven't we? We've got 30 minutes, haven't we, until you get in the car.
Hey?
How long is it? 20 minutes? How long have we got now? Got an hour left of the race. 20 minutes, and you're in the car, isn't it?
Yeah, you can have it for another half hour for me.
Oh, no. Only got 32 litres aboard. Told you, set up this glory run for you. Okay. Oh. Right, these are totally different pressures. Whew. Right, I think I had about 27 and 28 in it. It's at 32. So it's plus 5.
You want 25 then, don't we?
Yeah. Okay, from around 25s all round. And remember, I said use the driver before you start cursing.
Yeah, what? What?
Make you sure you're the next driver. Put 25.
Yeah, cheers.
25-0 all round. Hopefully you'll end up just the right spot then. There it is. Bit of guesswork. You're going to get heavier rain, but temperatures should be okay still, shouldn't be on pressures. You'll be well ready for that rain, won't you, Morphy? Be just like Zolder.
Well, hell, I'm sick to death of pissing rain.
It's getting you ready for British weather. Okay, we are all set. You're the next driver. 25 psi on wet tyres and currently 65 litres of fuel. We might be able to nudge that either way. 60 litres, I think, when we get there. And I'd like to point out, Morphy, you've got no track limit warnings tonight when you get in the car. So you won't be getting into trouble. So yeah. Run off. He's going to come on in a minute and say he's just been talking to himself for 30 seconds.
No, I'm just gearing myself up, ready for the death.
Got ages yet. 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to need more time than that to get ready.
We're going to get the Zen ready.
Yeah.
Not too bad, to be honest. Feels alright to me. Feels just as grippy as dry. Motor's still going.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Good on him. You know, I recall when I did that first endurance event at Silverstone with Steve Carey and Nins. I'm pretty sure I had to explain to him that when it rains, you have to turn traction control up.
Do what?
I had to explain to Steve Carey and Nins that you turn traction control and ABS up in the rain, and they were like, "Do you?"
They knew you did.
I wonder if motor needs the same sort of bit of coverage of game.
I haven't got a keybind set to his wheel for it.
It's cool by error. Oh, I've got bad news for you as well, Morphy.
What?
Do you know Hayden?
Who?
Hayden, he was in my endurance team. He's usually in tier 5 or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, all right, then we don't know. He's quite quick. He's just bought new equipment.
And?
He'll probably make it go quicker.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, you'll be. I'm sure you'll be competing against him at some point.
Hey?
If if Aiden's in the next endurance, I'm sure you'll be on track together.
Don't know if I'm doing the next one.
Oh, it might be. We've got 5 team members at the moment.
Don't be leaking what the track is yet.
Oh, how would I know what the track is, Morphy?
The pissing poster.
Shh. Nobody knows what's going on with anything, especially when you're on broadcast on YouTube.
Exactly, everyone. So
I never said a thing. You started saying something. Anyway.
I know, but it saves us getting the hassle. Now you can get it.
No. I don't know anything. I do know I've got 5 team members, so.
But you can't tell them.
I'm not telling them. I'm just who gets to drive is the problem, or whether we could recruit some more and put 2 teams in.
I might be joining you in yet if you're doing a GT4.
The guys said they want GT3 at the end of Suzuka. Said we did the GT4. Let's do GT3 next time out.
Yeah, I don't know, because others are having 5 team members. They don't know if they're going to risk running 5. So one of our team members has to start.
And nobody wants to act as a reserve, do they?
No.
Put the whole day aside and make sure you're free and then not drive at all.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not a fan of what we've got next, so I don't mind sacrificing. Like a Bathurst. No, it wasn't Bathurst, it was Laguna.
That was hard. Laguna was hard. Not a favourite track of mine. You can always put the feelers out closer to the time, Morphy, and see what people want to do.
Hey, why and when?
When we know what dates everything's happening, we can put the feelers out to the team and see what's going on. I think Hayden said he might sit the next one out anyway. Gives a full team of 4. Or again, it's the dates because Nins might not be able to make it. Steve carries on the naughty step from the last one, so he's on probation because he failed to set a qualifying time, so we started at the back.
Well, not back, did you? It's back
we were placed at the rear. And I said, it's very embarrassing, Mr. Carey, because I'm the one who put forward that idea. Then I can't organise my own team to get it done. And he was like, oh, sorry, I forgot, I got confused. I'm going to see lots of swear words now typed into Discord from Eugene after this race.
Was that Eugene who went off?
It was, yeah. I'm going to see lots of swear words and something along the lines of, I never want to see that Alpine ever again. Said he was going to quit almost because he'd had that much of him, and Voodoo sent him a settle. And
You don't know how close I was to quitting.
Yeah, and Eugene went, he's really good. I don't know how he's done it. Not willing to stop there much more. I think be careful. Mind you, you may get better grip with the right pressures.
Okay, how do we get into P15?
Because you got to keep going. That's the trick. Keep going. We were in 16 anyway. I told you. I don't know where P17 is. And then obviously poor
It's
old
a lot
Motors.
down.
Yeah,
It's
Motors having a
behind
go.
us.
No, that Motor was 15th when we passed him. So I don't know who's behind Motor.
So we last, weren't we? And then we got P16
Mm-hmm.
when we went off.
Yeah.
And now we're P15.
No, when we came out the pits, we still seemed to be 16
Oh,
behind
oh.
Motor.
Joe Costella's a lap down in 16 in the BM.
Right, yeah, Castella as well. Right, got Castella in front of us. And Motor as well. 2 BMWs lap down. You've got everything to race for, Morphin. I assume if they did the same as us, both of them. Wrong tyres.
Yeah, but they haven't pitted yet.
Oh, yeah. One had a 30-second stop go at the start of the race. Maybe another one got one for being out of position at the start. That's what happens in it if you're out of your box. Or is it a drive through?
I can't remember. It used to transport you to the pits, didn't it?
Get some of it, don't you?
Yeah, it used to be a drive-through, I think. Yeah, I can't remember. You know, there's been that many patches since.
We saw Motor was struggling quite a lot. Presumably,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got slicks on. But he's decided not to pit.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
clearly worth it to pit,
Being a
wouldn't it?
lap down now,
Yeah,
and he hasn't pitted.
yeah. It's not worth it, is it? Where's well pit? Put proper tyres on like we have. I mean, without a stop go, we'd be half a lap down, not a full lap.
It's not like TC6's work though.
Yeah.
Might have to put it up
More
to 7 if I
controllable.
can.
Eugene's trying to close up. He's put pressure down. Keep it down.
Now I put the tune on for Tokyo Drift, but there's no need to do it.
Cowie in the pits then. So people are starting to pit. A bit early that. It's only 51 minutes.
Yeah, but if he's on his own.
Never sure about even tyre wear. That's interesting. Ribeiro's behind us now, not Eugene. It was Eugene a second ago, I think. I know that Alpine's a bit of a nightmare in the rain. Well, more of a nightmare in the rain. It's a nightmare in all conditions, apparently. Well, there's a turn up for the books. Zapata's in 8th. I think he was qualified on pole, wasn't he? Got 6 more laps of fuel more for you. Want to try and stretch out as far as I can.
Yep, sounds good to me.
There's no let up in the rain. Gonna get heavy and stay heavy.
It's not too bad with it getting heavier. You might have to adjust the pressures up again.
No, it's gonna be real guesswork though, unfortunately. Still showing.
Yeah, but if you put up by 1,
Yeah.
you should put it up by 1 again, don't you?
I'll have a look on the next time I come down the main straight. I can have a look now actually.
That's what I'm saying, just check your pressures and see what's what.
I've got 32 now, all round pretty much.
Yeah, so you dropped it anyway to 25, didn't you, from before?
You set to 25s at the moment. When I went out, I put 28 in. I think you'll be alright with 25. I think the actual wet's pressure for GT4s is ideally 29, so if you end up with 29 to 30, you should be good. I think.
Yeah, so, yeah. It meant it's set right.
Yeah, I think
All you do is check it, don't you, when on your last pit straight before you pit.
we're not budging much to stay in there.
Hey?
Tend to, the pressures I'm running at aren't budging much. They tend to stay in the same place. But we do vary a bit on.
Yeah,
on
but what
weather
I'm saying is, when, oh, actually, oh, you are kidding me. Medium rain getting heavier.
No, it's not. It's the same all the way through the comp. It's my display. That's medium all the way from what I can see. Heavy rain's
No,
got
it's
a-
medium with the white plus on it.
Yeah, no, that just means the next 30 minutes beyond. It's the lightning bolt is the proper medium rain. Heavy rain. You've got medium rain all the way at the end. It's getting worse.
The
I think
pressure aren't changing, then we're fine.
yeah, it's getting worse. I think you will need TC7. It's getting a little bit squirrely on me. Still got 5 more laps of fuel on board though.
You've got Mola 2 laps down, Castella 3 laps down.
Yeah, it's a motor. MOTA. It's motor. MOTA.
Oh yeah. So I have to link the reading writing before I can read it.
Yes. Castella's in the pits. Past him. Zapata's 30 seconds away. Jesus. Definitely 2 tiers in this race.
Oh, you're behind Voodoo.
It's changed already.
Yeah, in 14th.
Alright. Because it was Andreas, wasn't it, to begin with?
Yeah.
It's going to be a long way up on us, though.
Yeah, but if they pitted early, they're not having enough fuel, are they?
I should be able to get enough in if they weren't pitted too long ago.
It's a shame we couldn't see the server, so I could have a look, see when they pitted.
Sure,
Oh.
Sure, that's cheating.
You'll just quit.
Sorry.
Or motor.
Oh, one of them's gone.
Yeah.
Gotta be tough when you're a few laps down and just struggling like that. I've not seen Wilson for a few rounds.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, and the McLaren's dropped out. I think Wilson was... No, was he Mercedes Wilson?
Hey?
None of the McLarens have turned up for the last 2 rounds. Including this... 2 plus this one. Because McLarens have dropped straight to the bottom of the manufacturer's table because they've got no points at all.
Yeah. Halfway through, not over yet. Well, we wouldn't be halfway through if it was over.
Crew chief's not working tonight either for me.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit quiet.
been a patch. I don't know if it's broken crew chief.
Yeah, when I fired it up tonight, it's been an update, hasn't there?
Yeah,
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
maybe the patch has broken it. I never even thought of that.
Slow car ahead.
Oh no, because I'm not doing times, it was telling me.
Hmm. I mean, it's twitchy though, isn't it? I know.
Oh, I've been tagged. Somebody blip blipped it, and I can't see what. They can wait.
Maybe it's Domino wishing you luck.
Who?
Domino. Because as he goes in the car, so Domino will be out. You know he likes to message people.
He cries attention.
Remember we're on YouTube, Morphy.
Okay.
I've noticed his complaints about his SA rating. And I felt like saying, there's a reason you've got a low SA rating. Stop
I bet
hitting.
you're higher than mine.
Yeah, stop hitting things.
See, I can understand it because when people hit you, you lose
Yes.
it as well. That's why I keep losing it.
Yeah.
I've gone from 92 down to 78.
First of all, well, do you do much offline practice against AI?
Nope.
I won't count then. You can set it so it only gets updated when you're online. So when I practice against AI drivers, because I'm practicing, I tend to run into them a lot because I'm trying stuff. And if you leave your ratings for offline play as well, your SA gets hammered. So it's Jack.
I want. Well, hello.
Here's an Audi.
You need to pee.
You still alright with this,
Wow.
Murphy?
Two.
You still alright
Somebody
with this?
higher than us.
Hey, yeah, got do shit. Ooh. Well, it'll take one hell of a drive, but it looks like Duque, Paul Martins are just doing their pit swap and swap round, and they're within sight. So you're a pit stop behind. That Audi looks like
Where's
a
he going?
bloody nightmare to drive.
Oh, is that voodoo?
No, it's where's Jack? Yeah, it's getting a bit tricky around here. I think some people are being caught out. Right, we're a pit stop behind Duque. Are we? Saying 30 seconds. No, 30 seconds behind him.
30-second tyre change and driver swap, so.
Yeah, but we're 30
You
seconds
can't
down the
mean-
road. We're 1 minute behind them, really. Plus the drive in and drive out. Sims has got a stop go in 5th. I think that's going to help us.
Who?
Sims.
O'Connell.
No, Sims. Phil Sims. And is it Tom O'Connell? No. Is it Tom O'Connell?
It says Connell.
It's, yeah,
The
it's,
stop and go.
yeah, it's the two drivers, Sims and O'Connell. It's the team. Got BRT Ginetta. What sort of fool gets a stop-go penalty at Suzuka in the rain?
I don't know, but somebody manages it in Mazzano.
Oh,
Oh, no, not Mazzano.
no,
was
Sam,
it?
I
It
can't
was-
get the track right. Listen, I'm collecting them at every track. Brands Hatch was the other one. When we got a stop-go and forgot to change drivers.
No, we didn't change drivers.
Yeah, we forgot.
The only track I was quicker than you at, and you screw that up for me.
It's going to go on about this, isn't it?
Too right, I am. Not bad to say I can't stand the track, is it?
It's weird how you always tend to go okay at tracks you don't like much. Don't really like Hungarian much, but obviously we go okay there.
I like Kyle Army, but I'm struggling with this conditions without
I've
more
not,
cars.
not been able to try it yet, so I mean that's where I'll use AI. I'll set it up offline and do races against the AI. It's the only way to do the setup.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Because you can never get a lobby with more than 8 people in it.
Yeah. Wow.
Only 15 drivers left.
Yeah, and we're actually on the same lap now as Sazu and Duque. It's a very tall order, Morphy.
Your coordinator.
Yes. Oh, now as he's now called by me every time I talk about him, SpongeBob SquarePants.
What?
He's put on his car, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I
Yes.
was saying in 4th place, it's SpongeBob SquarePants. I struggled with his name anyway, so he saved me.
So tempted to send you a highlight reel so you could do on.
It's a lot of graft, unfortunately. I've had a bit of a grumble anyway from Duque. I've gone back to commentating on the entire race and then cutting out the interesting bits from the entire race. The highlights reel is just random cars overtaking each other. It doesn't really tell you anything. Whereas if you do the whole race and cut it down, you can get like the story of what happened.
Yeah, 'cause that highlight reel just don't show you everything what you want to, does it?
No, but even when I did Zolder, the 2 Mercedes drivers, Io and I can't remember his name, said, "Thank God you didn't get it because they were in 1st and 2nd after quali, and they were both. One of them was right at the back at the end of the race." He just said, "Thank God you didn't get it when we went right down the field." It was tough, but I was kind of saying, I think I said it on the forums, I don't know if it got washed away, but I said it in the commentary. That race did exactly what it needed to do, because everybody who won at Barcelona was right down the pack. So it's not just like, you know, we just romp away and win by miles.
Oh yeah. I mean the plan was basically to get everyone used to a dry track,
Yeah.
everyone used to a wet track, and get somebody used to a difficult conditions track.
All I would say is it might have been better about the 4th race in.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah, because then the guys that were starting to win back easily. Oh, we're a bit tight on fuel, shit.
this
Get ready,
one.
get ready. Yeah, well, I've got 2.3 litres and it's 2.6 a lap, which
I didn't even realise.
I've got no other map to go to either.
So you did try then.
It'd be about fitting for us to have to do a recovery to the pits, wouldn't it?
Don't let him pass you. They can work for it.
It's P1. I'm playing panic mode because we're out of fuel. And I'm not joking, we are out of fuel. Showing a litre short already, I don't know where it's all gone. Really missing crew chief, because crew chief would have told us.
Yeah, so just because of the line in this lap.
So dependent on crew chief saying you're on fumes that you don't even look, do you?
Oh, I hope you haven't broke that or I'm fucked.
Given Morphy's objective for the night. Right, Morphy, you're 4 laps down.
You so would get fired in real life.
I think in real life you'd have actual crew on the wall telling you what to do. Sure, the driver's not really required to work out how much fuel they need and etc.
I think that was the plan was with Project Cars 3.
Yeah. Well, we've got half a litre and we're already here, so I think we're alright. Just a bit of a slow lap. Yeah, we're good. You all ready, Murphy?
I'm in.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame. We're now 35 seconds behind Duque, but it's going to be a minute. Now let's not get you a stop going.
Give me a stop and go and I'm firing you on the spot.
All safe. Morphy set 60 litres of fuel, which saw me through for well over 55 minutes. With
Yeah,
fuel,
it's more than enough.
you know. New wet tyres, pressures at 25s. No repairs because I hit nothing.
Now it's my turn.
30 seconds. And I will go to push to talk to leave you in peace.
I need the countdown for when I'm released.
Yes, 20 seconds. Panic not, panic not. 15. 10. 9. 8. You better hurry up, still changing your tyres. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a very slow crew. Good luck. Okay, right, that's Morphy. Up there, I was over the webcam. It's Morphy on push to talk, so I'm not annoying him. And let's hope he can have a decent run. I did not have a good run there. There are too many cock-ups. The tyre choice was unfortunate, but the stop-go was not good. So the gap, well, it's not showing the gap at the moment. It's going to be a fair distance. But we were on the same lap, which is good. So I feel very spread out. So I've got Morphy just coming up towards Spoon with quite a bit of traffic behind him. If we go to Duque and go Ginetta. Oh, he's nearly a whole lap behind, really, half a lap. Well, no, Knight's just got it Spoon now, so it's a big ask. Unless they have an unfortunate mishap. Sazu just ahead of Duque, and Jack just ahead of that. So really, there are 3 cars within striking distance, more or less. But the top 5 have gone a lap ahead. Fernandez appears to have had some sort of coming together with Ribeiro, who's having a nightmare night. Ribeiro is down in 10th. It won't be enough for Ribeiro all the way down there. I think Bird, who's in 2nd, will get 2nd place in the Drivers' Championship. Oh, Dennis Deutsch, who must have started from the pits because he came past us quite early on, going completely sideways around one corner, so well done him. Got all the way up to 3rd. It still says Mijewski driving there, but I thought it was Igor when I was in the car, so not entirely sure if you have to drive a swap or not. He's got 4th. There's quite a big gap down to Martinez, 20 odd seconds. Fernandez's lead is 15 seconds. 17 seconds to be accurate, but that's a long gap. So Fernandez, bit of a gap. Then Bird, Deutsch and Majewski not far from each other. Then 20 seconds back to Martinez, who's a bit in no man's land, because then it's Cowie. 6. No indication of the gap to Eugene, who's doing well. He's showing 7th at the moment. Cowie's just gone around the hairpin, and Eugene's just coming out of Denga 2, so not too far behind. And it's Voodoo in the Audi right behind Eugene. This is where we should have been if I had not made a complete arse up. And Sims, they've not had a good race, I think, having dropped back. Oh, they had a stop go, didn't they? Saw them. So Sims right behind Voodoo, so it's Eugene, Voodoo and Sims together. Then there's 20 seconds back to Ribeiro. He probably just wants tonight to end. And Husjack, we saw having a right nightmare near the chicane when I was going through. And Sazu, not far behind. Duque. Morphy. Yeah, well over more than half a lap. Yeah, Duque is actually closing up on the back of us, I think. Morphy would really need to be doing some very fast laps to catch up after I made a complete cock up. But we'd have still been behind, I think. The worst thing we had was the wrong tyres. That's where it really went badly wrong. Tom asking a question. We pitted early because it changed tyres. What I would say, Tom, is when you're going into the pits, I usually try and pick out some sort of marker on the pit wall and just brake regardless. Slam on the brakes and go first, and then you should be alright for the right speed. I just slid, I think, in the rain. I wasn't paying attention, and I slid a bit in the rain when we went in to change tyres early doors because we just wrong tyres, just losing too much time. It wasn't worth it. It wouldn't have been too bad, I think, Tom, if we'd have not done that and not had to stop go. But we had to make a guess on the line, and we guessed with the wrongs. We went with slicks and high pressure, and it wasn't the right choice. Ah, well. But it'd be safe to say, I think Fernandez was perhaps in the wrong tier. Some people would even perhaps say that that's between Bird and Ribeiro, really, because Fernandez was at such another level. Yeah, I'm too. I've not used the manual pit limiter, Tom. I've not used the manual engine start either. I think I tried it once. I think a bit like when I used to play the F1 game before I turned off some of those aids. I'm too worried about it all going wrong in a race. So I'll probably need to make that jump because I've made some changes this week. I've altered the way the wheel set up. So I did have it super tight. So if I did move the wheel like that much, I'd put the car right over. But now I've set it to 900 degrees on the wheel, and was it no 1080 I think, and then 1080 in the game. So it's actually 1-to-1 ratio. So, but you still only have to turn like 90 degrees max, I think, usually for any corner. So, yeah, I just recall somebody at the start of season 3 did the same. They went in the pits and were complaining there was too much to do for braking, changing down, and hitting the pit limiter at once. But that's part of the challenge, I guess. And I guess you do save time, perhaps, if you do it all manually. But not for me. So how's Murphy looking? He's just gone through the chicane, and okay. He's coming around Spoon. I think the gap might be opening up a little bit. And it's still Eugene, and the gap behind Eugene to Voodoo has opened up a bit. But oh, they're having big moments though. Just cut to Eugene as it really wild back, and that's let Voodoo through, has it? Nope, side by side. Voodoo, Eugene hangs on. Sims in the background. Sims would have got excited then. He'd have probably thought they might come together, these two, and I'll be away. But nope. I'm gonna have to put up with Eugene grumbling about his car now in our endurance team Discord after this race. Can't believe. For one point when we were doing the 12-hour, Eugene suggested the LP. I don't think he would have been happy if we'd have gone with it. It's been a fun car for him for the whole season. I'm not sure Morphy's going to be able to make places. It's a very, very big gap. So Duque is in the S's, and Morphy is in the hairpin. So Duque is nearly behind him, so he's nearly a lap down Morphy. It's a lot of time to make up when the pace is pretty even. So I think we're stuck with 14th. Castella for 2 BMWs. had an utter nightmare. We kept seeing motor off in the gravel traps, and when I'd done my tyre change early doors and done the stop go for 30 seconds, when we came out we were right behind motor, so I don't know what had happened to him, but soon went straight past him when he went off again into the gravel. So motor's had an utter nightmare before he decided enough was enough, and he came off. And Costello looks to be having quite a difficult evening as well, so I'm not sure if the BMW setup they went for was like just horrific, but I saw them going straight on, the pair of them, at the end of the start-finish straight, and still struggling, I think, to stop before the wall. So they definitely sort of arrived with their setup. I mean, I don't know whether Cowie just immediately switched to a wet setup and somehow it's come together. But there was felt like there was such little time to get ready for this. We had GT3 on Tuesday. Wednesday night I spent splicing together all the highlights, and then I only left last night. Last night I was knackered, so I wasn't up for driving. So I've only done like an hour and a bit. And it wasn't enough time to do any wet practice, so it was complete guesswork on the start line. So Eugene still hanging on. Looks like Voodoo's dropped back a little bit. I enjoyed Misano a lot more last week. I was really flying it around at Misano. I had a good time. Afraid this isn't coming all across the top. It looks really good on free screens. They're all sliding right across all free screens going around the corners. Unfortunately for the broadcast, you only get the middle screen, really. It's not over, though. Voodoo's not a million miles behind Eugene. There's 2-second gap and Sims. You have to tell him to make a wave when we do a close-up on him. Looks like Deutsch is going to make an attack at Bird, possibly. So strategically, Bird doesn't really need to fight Deutsch unless he wants to say, oh, he looks like he's all over his well wide then. No, they're both wide. Camera angle deceiving. Ribeiro is in 10th and well over a minute, probably 2 minutes behind. Long way, I think. So Ribeiro's really the threat to Bird. Yeah, you don't want Phil getting banned for flashing. At least he's moved on from Fingy. Yep, I thought so. Deutsch just got to be inside a Bird. Oh no, side-by-side battle all the way down. The Chevy's too quick for the KTM. I thought he had him then. Yeah, I don't want Phil getting a ban for flashing his lights unnecessarily. I'd love to tell you, Tom, that the setup's terrible and it's a nightmare, but no, it is really good. Definitely is. I've got VR on the way as well. The new Hewlett-Packard VR came out, so I was a bit dubious of, the lower, well, we say lower end of the market, it's still very expensive. I think it's like the Oculus Rift, because the screen resolution wasn't quite. Yeah, Sims has been flashing. They said the resolution wasn't quite there, but the index from Steam £1,000 plus valve, whatever, valve or steam, whatever you want to call them, was well over £1,000, which is a bit much for something I'm not even sure I'd get on with. And then when the G2 was announced, with an even better screen than the Index, but without the towers, so it brought the price down to like 600 quid or something. Also, I mean, I'm not even sure I'll keep it because they're quite hard to get hold of. All the pre-orders are gone, and there's the next wave of orders going to be for December. So being the shallow person I am, I'm wondering if I can get a really good price for it on eBay. Because I'm in no particular hurry for it. I just simply got it because it was available and I thought I'll get a pre-order in and then I'll get it done. But I don't mind waiting until next year. I'm not even sure how I'll use it. I can't see myself racing in it. Certainly can't see myself doing an endurance in it. He's done it. Deutsch is through. Got through on Bird. Now, I wonder if a Chevy will show a bit more speed on the straight than the KTM, because the Chevy's quick. No, looks like Deutsch is there. He's never going to catch Fernandez, though. 22 seconds Fernandez has now. Oh, we've missed it. We've missed Mr. Sims' big move. In the background, too busy focused on first and second place, but he's got past Voodoo. That was my entire best moment of the GT3 season, was when I managed to pass Voodoo last time out at Misano. And what happened? My teammate wasn't there. Typical. I did really well at Misano. I was happy with that one. I think we can forget about Suzuka though. Nightmare. Right. Well, I wonder what happened because Eugene is 5 seconds away from Phil. Yeah, and Voodoo is a few seconds behind. So, 5 seconds, I guess, was the gap between Eugene and Phil before it all happened. So, he's telling me he needs to pull his finger out. That gap needs to be closed. I thought Viginetta was quick. In fact, what you can say to Phil, Tom, is that's an Alpine in front of you. An Alpine. The worst handling car in the GT4 class. What are you doing? Mr. Sims. Come on. Oh, getting a wiggle on in the Ginetta. Oh, I don't like that. That says 2 laps now for Morphy. It's not too bad. I think he's holding the gap. So he's just going to start finish straight, and Duque is still coming up the back straight. So it's about the same. No real close gaps now. Bird slowly dropping back from Deutsch. 1.5 seconds. Not for. Depends what your priorities are, I guess. Do you want second place, or do you want second place in the championship? Now, if I could message Eugene, I would do. I'd message him and say, it seems he's cracking under the pressure, Eugene. Just keep pushing. He can't close the gap. He's struggling. It's 5 seconds. Oh, he's blown it. He's blown it. Sims just went wide. He must have just got the message from Tom to push a bit harder, and he went straight off the next corner. He's not going to thank us for that one. He's going to be in trouble. If he watches this back afterwards now, he'll rumble what went on. Just get me on the text. Eugene, you're safe. It worked. You went off. It was 5.3 seconds. It'll update when he goes to the next sector. Is it still 5.6? It's been staying 5.3 for a long time. Nope. Oh, nope. That's 7 seconds. Maybe we'll find out when he goes across the start-finish line. 7 seconds. 2 seconds gone. Now it's the other reverse. Voodoo's closing in. Voodoo's coming in the Audi. And trust me, I saw the Audis at the start because I was close to Andreas and Husjak. That Audi is an utter nightmare on here. I was behind Andreas and he just went straight off to the left, right towards the wall. And he was just going in a straight line and it just simply just flew to the left. And we saw Husjak as we were going through the chicane and he went absolutely everywhere. He was on the grass, he was on the service road, he was going around the back. So there'll be comments about how horrible the Audi is when the weather's a bit bad. It did not look. I remember trying the Audi when all the GT4s came out, and I couldn't complete a lap that wasn't going off somewhere. But I did better in the Audi than I did do in the Maserati, which I couldn't get around one corner in. Oh, what's going on with Voodoo? Ribeiro. Right up his backside. Now Ribeiro's in a bad mood. I don't know what happened between Ribeiro and Fernandez in qualifying, but words were exchanged. So Ribeiro's going to be doubly grumpy because he's in 10th with very little prospect of being able to catch up with Bird. So I think that'll put Bird into 3rd in the championship and Ribeiro into 3rd, if not 4th. In fact, I have to get the bloody spreadsheets out, don't I? Hope my teammate's all right without me. He's probably caught cursing my name for all the penalties I took. No, I don't want to open a spreadsheet from work. Here we go. Right then, so live and dynamic results. So Fernandez looks to have won 5 out of 6 rounds, and then the other one came second. Slight issue with placement there, perhaps. Deutscher in the KTM number 205, looking like he's going to be in second. Deutscher suffered from really erratic performances. 1 non-starter, 3 non-finishes, a 4th and a 2nd. Bird to 3rd. 215. There he is. Majerski and Igor looking at 4th. Oh, don't say anything. That's a wrong car. Do that wrong. Where is he? There we go. I think Dukes had a bit of a problem. Gap to Dookie from Sazu to Dukes is suddenly 23 seconds. Wait till he does that. So he's just come in. Still a massive gap, even if he has had a problem. I think he's had a problem. I think. We're still not far from behind Morphy. He's done it. Of course, the minute we go away, Ribeiro makes it happen and gets past Voodoo. Now you can motivate your teammate. Ribeiro's on his way in the Porsche. It's an angry Ribeiro. And he's just 5 and a bit seconds away. In fact, If you want to be mean to your teammate, he's clearly crumbled under the pressure behind Eugene there because the gap's now 10 seconds. Okay. Who's in 5th? Martinez. It's looking like Martinez's best result so far in 5th. He's always been 8th. 11th round 1 and 2, 17th round 3, then 8th and 8th, and now looking like a 5th at the moment. He's looking pretty solid. There's big gaps around him. Cowie is always 6th. Oh no, tell a lie. He's been up and down a little bit, Cowie, but always a good finisher. Eugene. I don't think it's his best finish Eugene's looking at, is it? No, he's had a 6. And he didn't make it last week, so that's really hurt him, but he knew he was... First 2 rounds for Eugene were an utter nightmare. And in fact, he didn't finish round 1. Round 2 and 3 he was 19th in both of them. And then Voodoo kind of gave him some pointers and out to make the Alpine work, which isn't easy. Start bloody Sims next. Thingy. At least we moved away from Thingy in the end. BRT currently in 8th. Ribeiro, who will be turning the air blue in that car, I would have thought, will be 9th. Voodoo currently 10th. Pushchak. Picked up from Ori and Grand, so pretty strong normally. 11th. Oh no, Aurelian was up about 10th usually. Sazu, it's a bad night for Sazu, I think. Yeah, he's never been outside the top 10 before, Sazu. Let's quickly get to the end. Okay. Castella 15. Let's pull all the levers in the spreadsheet to work out all the results. It's going to be close. 14 points. Very close. Oh. So, Tom, based on the current positions on the track, Daniel Fernandez wins with 443 points. Michael Bird second with 338. Ribeiro fourth with 311. Fourth place, BRT with 269 points, and fifth place, lack of a team name with 262 points. Tell Phil he needs to pull his finger out. If you lose that place, you're out. You're down to fifth. Ribeiro's gone. Where's he gone? No, he's not. He's in 11th. Oh, has he gone off? Oh, I wasn't looking. Too busy working out who's coming where. Oh, well, it'll be one for the highlights, probably. Right, so Fernandez in front has definitely won the championship. Danish Deutsch didn't turn up enough times to be anywhere on the table, so he's just out for glory for tonight. Bird looks to have second place in the championship in the bag. Brzezinski 20 seconds, 27 seconds behind Bird, so he's unlikely to improve with 4 minutes to go. It's looking like it's all over. Phil has to keep his shit together. You need to tell him he definitely cannot afford to make a mistake, because that's the closest battle in the championship. Because there's, as I said, was it 4 points between you? Oh, I didn't even check. Do we know if there was any points penalties from the stewards? I never looked at all if anything went into the stewards, because if anybody's got any points penalties, it might affect stuff. See what we can see. I was a bit shell-shocked after work. I've been doing e-learning and passing courses all day. My brain was not functional. Right. Right, we've got 3. Something from Hungaroring. Ooh, Sazu got murdered for points there. Tier 1, Tier 1, Tier 2. Oh, it's Sazu. So Sazu got murdered for points. About 30 points he's lost then, but it's only Sazu. So it doesn't affect the top. So you guys are not affected. Not that this is loaded because you're chatting to me. I don't know. I'd definitely, if there's what, 4 points in it, I'd definitely go for 8th. I don't think 9th will be enough. No pressure, Phil. No pressure. But you can't mess this up. Not like you did last time when we told you to catch Eugene. Oh, Deutsch has had a slip up. Deutsch has gone backwards. Because Deutsch was going to second, didn't he? And now Majerski's only 2 seconds behind him. Uh-oh. Yes. You got to pray that KTM stays on the track. This will make for some good editing. I have to try and remember this one for the highlight show. So right, with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, if Dennis Deutsch doesn't keep Majerski behind him, you're going to lose the championship. Or you're going to lose your 4th place in the championship, I should say. He's hanging on. Sims is under a bit of pressure. It's just 4 seconds. Oops. Oh, what's Eugene done? Oh, we could. Oh, I'm going to have to. I can't work things out that fast. Eugene's gone off. Eugene's having a nightmare. Sims is through. Oh, it's all happening in the last lap. So Sims is okay for 7th, but will Majerski get past Deutsch? And I'll have to work out all the spreadsheet again. This is a bit nail biter, isn't it? Oh, you've only had the proper director studio and I was able to actually figure out what was going on. Yes! Oh, Eugene's back. It's showing 1 second gap. I'm not sure if that's accurate. Majerski's just 1.5 seconds though. And they've got a long way to go because they're going through the S's. Still pushing, so I assume it's not over. Very difficult in here to tell when the race is over. You only when you see the fireworks going off do you know the race is done. Now we have proper live coverage. Now this will be a right nail biter. 1.8 seconds. Sims does have the luxury of, if Husjak catches him, doesn't matter so much if he gets through. But 7th is clearly better than 8th. But if Majerski gets through, there's a hell of a lot more points for 3rd than there is for 4th. If only you could get the message to them, Tom, they would absolutely... Would Majerski bottle it if you told him that if he gets past Deutsch, he's got 4th place of the championship?
The leader has finished the race.
Leaders over the line. You gotta hope that Deutsch does not mess up Spoon or the chicane. Sims has only got 1.4 seconds to Huzjak behind him. I'm not sure Majerski's got enough to catch up. 130R. Let's go to Deutsch because it's more about Deutsch spooning it up rather than Majerski making an attack from that far back. He's through the chicane. He's only got the final corner to go. You better tell Phil not to fight Huzjak if he's coming through. That's it, they're over the line. If Sims collides with Huzjak, because they're very close, it'll cost him dear. They've still got to get around Spoon, back chicane. Is the message going to get through in time? Because there's a delay between me speaking, it going over YouTube, getting to Tom, and then Tom being able to speak to Phil to say, do not fight him. I don't know what messages may have gone. Looks like a message might have got through because it doesn't look like it's always side by side. Don't risk it. Oh, he has let him through, I think. Oh, and Huzjak's gone wide as well. Might get in trouble there for assisting other teams. Well then. Oh, if only this chat thing worked properly. Oh, stop! Oh, this chat thing's crap. I don't think so.
Oh well, just it's get heavier for me. My guesses were getting treacherous towards the last 15 minutes, ended up on 9TT.
You missed the biggest nail biter between 4th and 5th in the championship.
Bobber wasn't last. Zapata quit.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Dominu and Igor have just come 5th by like 2 points.
Damn it.
No, between Sims and O'Connell.
Oh.
I had Tom on chat all the way through, and it was Fernandez was leading, then Bird was in second, and Deutsch closed in and got past Bird, and Majerski was in 4th. It says Majerski on mine. I'm not sure if Igor was driving, but back behind them, Sims was behind Eugene and Voodoo. in 9th place. Voodoo went off, and Sims went into 8th place. And when I worked out the points, there was 4 points between Igor and Majerski Domino, and Sims and O'Connell. So if Igor or Majerski got past Dennis Deutsch, they'd have been 4th. And if Phil Sims had gone off track or anything, they'd have lost it. So there was 2 battles going on right to the wire, right to the very last corner. And I was on the chat to Tom saying, tell him, because actually Phil had gotten into 7th because Eugene went off on like the last lap. So we had a buffer, and then Husjack started to close in on Sims. And I was saying, tell him not to fight him, because if he gets P8, you've got 4th in the championship. But if they fight him and you go off, you'll lose it.
Green light, show them what you got.
So it was very tense on the last last lap.
You see my fastest lap, I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, reset already. Afraid I didn't stay with you at all. We were following a lot of battles going up ahead. Voodoo was closing right in on Eugene, then went off. And then,
Yeah, it's like we were like getting everything lightening up and then getting heavy again.
Yeah.
So some laps I was making 2 seconds up on my fastest, and then the next one it's just nowhere near it.
Yeah. Oh, Castella had a disconnect.
We did.
Castella.
Oh, that's why
Right,
we're so many laps down then.
Yeah, that's why they were behind, because
But it was strange, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess it makes sense when you think about it.
But
Right.
it's about to quit, and you see that is it Kota who was?
Yeah.
And that'd be anyone. So I can understand why he was so far back and quit.
Yeah. Maybe you had disconnects as well. Well, we'll put the calendar up for. You're cut off now. It's only me. Right, next race is GT3 at Kailami. A mildly moist Kailami next week on Tuesday. Qualifying's at 7:30, and then the race will follow straight after qualifying. So we'll see you then, folks. Thanks very much.